Okay. So joins, what I'm saying is join. So one trigger can receive two different doc types. Okay. Uh, so right as of now, what we did is customer doc. Sender is sending a customer doc, right? Okay. Sender is sending a customer doc type, customer document type, right? And the trigger is also we configure with the same document type trigger also.
Yes.
Correct? This is what we did so far. If you see here, so trigger we configure with the same document type.
Yes.
Okay, same document which sender is sending. So the sender is also same document type. Okay, both will have the same document. But I can, the same trigger can trigger with a two different doc types. Means this customer is there. Okay, I'm creating one more doc type is called document type, which is I call customer instead of customer. What I call employee. Customer is also can be an employee. Okay, so I can create two doc types. So here also cust ID, EMP ID. Okay, so this is sending EMP ID. So two different senders are there. So one sender is sending customer. Okay, and I'm creating one more sender sending employee. Okay, to UL. I just create a flow service. Okay, here what I'm doing is this cust is there, right? Sorry, not cust. This employee path I'm selecting now. Copy, input. I'm going to paste here and then paste it. So this sender only sending employee data. Okay, this sender sending customer data. Okay, now I'm selecting here, trigger, so publishing. Okay, and the pipeline. So this employee I'm mapping to document, and I'm just copying this path, document type here, I'm pasting here. So okay, I'm deleting these two. We know now what is this trigger. Just to understand. Okay, let me delete this also. Okay, there are no subscribers. Okay, only I'm just sending this data, customer data, employee data. Okay, so let me run employee data service so that I'm sending employees. So this is not a doc type. Employee is not a doc type. It won't work, right? Sorry, publisher type. It's not a publishable document. So let me see what will happen. Publishable document is not there. Will it work or not? Let me run this one. So service. It is asking employee 1, 2, 3. What will happen? See, error is thrown. See, what is saying is not a publishable document. Are you getting? So we need the document. If you are publishing to the that document should be a publishable document. Okay, so that also we tested so far now. So now here I'm going here and publish. I'm just changing. Are you getting right what I did? So I try to without publishable.
Without publishable, true,
Yeah.
sector true.
Yes. So now I'm changing that to this one, publishable. Then save it. Everything is done now. Good. NV is there. Now here I will go here. The document is there. So this document is mapped. Now I can select if it is publishing or not. Okay. I can give this 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, now it is published. Okay. There is no issue. Now I will go to our console like console. Where is console? Okay. Here. So now employee is there. See, I can see one published message. Okay. So what I am doing is I wanted See, like this. What I am trying to do is, here customer data is sent. Okay. Now I am sending one more data called as employee. Okay. These are separate document types. Okay. Now employee. Okay. But on the receiver side, this trigger side, I will not create two receivers. I will create only one trigger. Okay. To consume message from send customer as well as employee. Are you getting? So two different events are coming, but I have only one receiver. Okay. At that time, I will use joins because two different customers are coming and only one receiver is there. Then I will say it's a join. You're joining two different document types. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now that what I am doing is here I'm going to create a subscriber. I will write my trigger first this time, or even flow service also I can write. This flow service handler. This is customer handler. Customer handler. Okay. Now one more handler I am creating is employee handler. I will have two handlers, employee handler. Okay. Okay, these two are done. But I'm creating a trigger. Okay, one trigger, which is join demo or cust employee trigger. Both or any message is coming, it should trigger. Okay. Now here I need one service to be given, but I have two different handlers. Previously we have only one handler, right? But now two different handlers are there. Which one to select here? Customer handler or employee handler? But only I have one trigger. Okay. So what I will do is I will create one more trigger, one more handler, common handler. Okay. Okay, I will do this. Okay. Here, what I am doing is in the trigger, I will select that common handler instead of selecting this customer handler. Okay, but doc types, I will say two doc types I will select. One customer doc type and second one is another doc type I'm selecting, which is employee. Both are I'm selecting. Are you getting? Now these joins are coming into picture. Previously, this was disabled. Now it is there. So even if I remove one, see, this is not allowed. Are you getting? It's grayed out.
Yes, sir.
If I select one more, then joins will come into picture. Joins are there, employee. Okay. Yeah, common, there is no data. Correct. We need to write some logic to see, like, if customer is coming, what should we do? Employee coming, what should we do? We have to write that logic. Okay. Right now, in common handler, I will write some message. Okay, only message. What? Okay. Debug log. I'm just writing a debug log message in the common handler. Actually, we will write everything logic here, but I'm just writing received customer or employee event. Something I've written here. Okay, just for our debug. But I have only one trigger. This will trigger if I send a customer data, this will trigger and it will execute common handler. If I send employee data, also this trigger will trigger and this common handler will execute, because it is waiting for messages from two different docs. Is that clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, join type is all means here this common handler means this trigger will trigger only if both customer and employee both events are present, then only it will be triggered. Are you getting? Suppose let's say I start this, if I send a customer data, customer message, okay, this will not trigger because joint type is given all, it's waiting for employee. If I publish after a few minutes or 1 hour, okay, employee, so customer is already there, now employee is coming, so both messages are there, so this will trigger. Are you getting? Because we given the condition as and condition. Okay, let us see if this works or not. Okay, but before that, if you are doing a joint between two different what you call different document types, we have to set this this one activation. If we set activation, then only these joints will work. Okay, and the activation should be same, common data should be there. So let's say activation here. Okay, sender, while sending the message, publishing, right, on document I set it. Okay, this activation env, this activation, so this value I should set it to some value. So before this activation, right, you have to set this value, same value as this employee activation. This employee also we have an activation, right? If both having, oh, this is not so this is not updated. This one we need all the things, right? Let's say right click. Okay, now so this is okay. So what happened is this one is we made it later, right? Envelope we added. You remember before I created this sender employee sender, it was normal document. Then later we changed it to employee, sorry, publishable document. Correct? Everyone agree? Everyone remember? Correct. So but here, if I go here, this one is still showing only normal document only. I don't have proper this publishable document. Correct? If I see this customer, same thing, everything is there. ENV is there. You remember? You are seeing, right? This one. So, but here it is not there. Why? Then how can I
not put the publisher is true at that?
Yes, at the time. Now, but how to update this one? So what I can do is right click, go here, synchronize. There is a synchronous option is there.
Synchronize.
Okay. Oh, this one is server is disconnected. Let me start again. I think whoever studied the document last chapters, they mentioned this one. Sync.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Synchronize.
Okay. My universal messaging also down. I think. Okay. That's okay. Now what I will do is this is click connect. No, still not started. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to the same what is this? Okay, demo. Talk. This one is we didn't make sync. So where is sync? Yeah, sync document type is there. I'll click this one, push to the provider. Sync doc type, when we click, it pushes and synchronizes to the EM provider. Okay, now it is done. If I go to here, my publisher, and if I select here and go to the pipeline, it is start. Okay. Show reference to document type. No, it's not done. So how can I get that one?
Refresh it.
Yeah, you're correct. So once refresh, it is received. Okay, you got it right. So we need to
Yes.
sync up and then refresh. Okay, now so we wanted this customer employee both to be joined. So this activation value should be same for the both these two. Then only it joins. Okay, in join you remember right in Oracle also join is both should have the same value on the left side table, right side table. They don't need to join, right? Here also this activation is similar. This event, I'm saying this as an event, customer event and employee event, both to be joined only if both have the same activation value. Okay, let me set this activation value. Okay, and this activation value when publishing to the same value, then it will trigger. Okay, and this trigger, what we did is join, we did right, and condition we use and. Okay, let us see if this trigger will publish or not. So when it triggered, it goes to the common handler, which where I message this message received customer or this one. Okay, like I will go to my logger. I'm just checking whether logs are receiving or not. Okay, my last message is one 1851, which is null. Let me see the message. I'm just sending first customer. Okay, customer flow service. Let's say customer flow service. My address activation I am also giving same 123. Okay, some value. Okay, and this value. Let us see it's published or not. So document is published, but even if I refresh here, value is not received. Now I'm sending employee data. Okay, let's say employee running employee service flow service. Here also activation I'm giving 123. So this employee ID, let's say 33 something employee ID. Activation previous activation for customer is 123. Same 123 I'm used here and published. Okay, now it is published. Employee. So let me see refresh. See received customer or employee event. You got it? What happened? You're understanding it? This one. So what happened is I first send this customer data. Okay, UM storing that data. This store data in UM for some time. And it is waiting like employee data is coming or not. Employee event is received. Both having same activation value. This is having 1 to 3. Employee also having 1 to 3 customers. So 1 to 3. So then because of the join and condition we made it here, both are present. Okay, so that means because of that, this trigger is executed. This trigger, customer employee trigger is executed, and it executed the common handler. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. We used
Yes, sir.
only common handler there, but customer handler and EMP handler, what is the use of these both?
Okay, so here we can write in the common handler, I can use this customer handler, employee handler. Some logic I can read if customer handler is received. If both are data is coming, right? So this one is
Yes.
customer handler, some data will be there. So I need data, right? That data I can get it from this common customer handler. I can get the data from employee handler. I can write logic here.
Okay.
Okay, how to write that logic we'll see later. So we don't need that much logic to now. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now what I'm doing is like instead of join both, I will say or anyone comes. Okay, anyone. Let's say customer data is coming, execute by common handler, or employee is coming, execute. Okay, are you getting?
Yes.
Okay, now I just changed this one trigger. Now again I'm sending my event. I'm going to check my logs. What is the last log? I just changed. So this is 98. Okay, remember this one. Has customer started trigger. Now what I'm doing is I'm just publishing my customer data. Okay, let's see what will happen. So activation limit 123, activation 123. I just triggered. So now I will go and see whether my flow is see only this time customer is same. Then also my common handler is executed. Are you getting? Yashwant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now so let's say I will publish employee also. So whether it will execute or not. Okay. You can change it activation limit to 5, 6, or something different. There is no meaning now at trigger. It is executed. Then I will go and see this one is 98, so 739. So let's refresh. See 831. So new record we received. So for every customer record, customer document type, or customer event, or employee event, my trigger is executed. Yeah, it is now. It is not joining now.
It takes only
joining.
one.
Yeah, it is taking anyone. It's not one, anyone. If customer comes, take it. Our activation coming, take it. But we are not checking event activation. We are not joining left join equal to right join. Left column equal to right column. There is no correct. If I use join type as and all, yes, it's and condition. Then you need equal. Okay, both activation values should be equal. Otherwise, it's like a different way of writing condition. If you write like a RQ way or SQL type, this is just to understand for us, but not exactly. Okay, customer dot activation equal to emp dot activation. Okay, so in case of and, it's like that. In case of or, like this. So or employee any one value, we are not checking. It's not an equal to. This is our condition. Okay, any one comes, even you can process. I'm not comparing like activation equal to activation or not. Okay, you got it now. But in case of only one XR, only one XR, again activation is coming to picture. Okay, how it is? I just saved this one. So my last one is 0061 1023. So in this case, what I'm doing is first I'm sending customer flow service, customer data. So this time activation is 123. Okay. Now click OK. Published. I will go and see my log. So 1023 is received. So that means received customer or employee. Okay. I got a customer, it received. Okay. Now I will send. Where is my okay. Now I will send employee with the same activation. What will happen? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Published. It ignores the second event. See, so 1053, last one, refresh. It is, we changed it, but there is no event is published. What is saying now? Customer 123 is still active. So, are you getting? It is saying like no, it's still active, suppressing document type. So doc implies. So customer is received with 1 to 3. Okay, activation limit, activation value. And now employee event is received with the same activation 1 to 3. So employee is ignored. Are you getting? Got it? No? Now let me publish again the same sender with a different value. Okay, activation limit is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I published. This time it will take. See, because it's a new value. So log is updated. Are you getting? Received customer or employee received. Again, let's say this customer with 1, 2, 3, 4. Customer I'm publishing now. 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3, same activation, which is previously executed. So then now go to this one. It is not received. So because you are using XR with activation key, so the same activation key is already processed by employee. So that's why customer is ignored.
Only once it will be executed.
Correct. Will be executed and future. Yeah, first, yes, with the activation ID. With activation.
Okay. When we execute second one, it will not. Already
it will
serve.
Yes. So it will be ignored basically. Okay. So that's the difference. And means both activation values should be there. Like whatever the documents we added here, all the documents should have the same activation. Then
So
only
what is the difference between XR and R, sir? What is the difference between XR and R? We are getting only one value.
Okay, let me open the notepad. Okay, so first let's say we have two events, doc types, document types. Doc one, any doc, it's not just a customer. Okay, we added here. Okay, document type 1, document type 2. In this case, customer, employee. Okay, document 1, document 2 is added. So let's say and condition. If I take an and condition, then in this case, doc 1 dot activation equal to doc 2 dot activation, then only it will be triggered. And handler will be executed. Are you getting? This one we did. You got it or not? So that means doc 1 event should come, doc 2 event should come. Both should have the same activation. Then only handler will be executed. Is this statement is clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nagaraju?
Yes, sir.
Deshwant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this point is clear. Now, next one is or condition. Okay, anyone. It's basically or is nothing but any one event is received. Trigger will be executed. Okay, example. Let's say doc 2, the doc 2 event is received with activation 1 to 3, something 1 to 3, activation equal to 1 to 3. Okay, so trigger will be executed. Okay, and handler will be processed. Trigger will be triggered and handler executes. Okay, this happens at a T1 time T1. At T1 is 10 at any time. I'm just saying T1. Okay, and now after some time, doc 1 is received. Doc 1 event is received. Okay, with activation, same activation. Okay, go to 1 to 3. What will happen at T2? At T2 time. Okay, so this time also trigger will be executed, will be triggered, and handler will be executed. Is that clear so far?
Sir, here activation not same also, nothing,
Yes,
no problem.
that is what. Yeah. Now let's say doc one event is received one more time. I'm just asking. Okay. See, received with activation. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. At T3 time. Okay. Now also trigger will be executed and handler will execute. So there is no, you know, dependency on T1 and T2. Whichever comes, it will process. Okay. Activation event. Okay. Any one event is received, automatically that handler will execute. Okay. Hope everyone is clear this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
the
sir.
third one is only. Only. Okay. One. Okay. XR. Okay. This time, let's say the same event. This one is received. Okay. Doc2 event is received at T1 time. Okay. At that time, trigger will be triggered and the handler will be executed. Okay. Now doc2 with the same is received. Doc1. Okay. This at T2 means after some time it received. So this time it will be trigger will not execute. This event will be suppressed, ignored. Okay. This event will not be processed because activation is same. So one event is processed, other will not be executed. Is that clear? Here. Now
Yes, sir.
assuming this one doc event is received at T3 with some different doc ID. Let's say 5, 6, 7 at T1, T3. This will be processed again because this activation is not processed earlier. Okay, it will be processed. Trigger will be executed and processed. Same. Okay. Now this event is received. I'm just giving permutation combination. Okay. Now this event is received with 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, at T4 time. So what will happen? This will be executed or it will be ignored.
Yes, sir.
Ignored because
Ignored.
yeah, because
Ignored,
activation is
sir.
yeah. So that is how it works. This one. Okay, join. I hope everyone is cleared now. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how to
Yes,
test
sir.
also you know. Okay, only thing I have not explained is in the handler, common handler, how can I call these two? How can I use these two? Okay, that I will explain later, but it's a complex thing. I don't want to go there. Okay. Now, what you need to do is you have to, now I think I covered almost all the topics up here till this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to go through it again. Okay.